Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Britt with the IRC Buzz, and excited to shoot another episode here. I'm sitting here with my good friend Bert. What's up, Bert? How you doing?
What's up, Britt? It feels good to hear you say IRC Buzz again, man.
It's been a while, huh?
It's been too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were going there strong for a little bit, and then, the whole thing called the pandemic hit, and, it kind of took a standstill, which my original plan was really to hit it hard when we were shut down.
Yeah.
But I didn't really anticipate all
Everything
the other challenges, that were coming.
It looks good in here. Definitely some updates.
Yeah. Well, awesome, man. Well, this is the first episode in kind of the revamped space here that we'll definitely start utilizing more. So
I hope so. It looks good in here.
Well, awesome, man. So today I have a special episode here just to fill everyone in on some news and while Bert and I are here sitting down. So before we get going, Bert, for those that don't know you, in the gym and out the gym as well, just what's a little bit of background on your story?
Well, my name's Bert. I'm pretty much born and raised here. Graduated from Lubbock High, and I've been here the whole time. I've been away a couple of times, but Lubbock is always home, so I'm a local boy.
Nice. And how'd you get started in the gym?
Well, I gotta give some love to my boy Saul. I was literally at work one day, just sitting there and looking at myself all out of shape and gross, and he just happened to post that I guess he checked in here.
Yeah.
And I had been, kind of browsing different places, and so I just DM'd him and I was like, "Hey, man, what are you doing? You look great." And he sent me here, and he was like, "Here, check it out." And at the time, we were doing those punch cards.
Yeah.
And he said, "I'll get you a punch card." So that's how it started. I got my 3 punches, and I still remember the first workout. It was wall balls.
Yeah.
And Mimi coached. But I just walked in and everyone was so nice. It didn't feel like weird or nothing.
Yeah.
Everyone was just like, "Hey, what's going on? This is what we're doing." And the rest is history.
Awesome, man. Good deal. Well, if you have any interest in hearing more about Bert, we actually shot a few episodes called BSing with Bert a little while ago, and we dive pretty deep in those.
In there, yeah.
So that was a good time, and this is kind of when the podcast was pretty new, which I still consider it fairly new.
Oh yeah, we just started whenever the whole pandemic happened.
Yeah, and just kind of getting in the groove. So. Like I said, if you want to hear more about Bert, check out those episodes. They're on our website. But today we have a cool announcement for the gym. It's definitely why we wanted to shoot this podcast. And so have just some news for Bert, or actually for the gym. Bert's going to actually be our new client success manager. And we're going to abbreviate that for the rest of the podcast.
I'm going to be CSM from here on out.
Okay, CSM. So just to give you an idea what the CSM is actually going to be responsible for, what they'll be doing is they're just going to be another outlet for the gym. So Bert's going to be helping out, just helping all the members really maximize their membership. It's one thing that we offer classes. You come in, you do the classes, but there's so much more available for those that want additional coaching as far as nutrition coaching, which Vanessa, she just got certified through Precision Nutrition.
That's cool. I was excited about that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty exciting. So nutrition coaching, also, we're really going to be hitting hard what we're calling body intakes, but basically just getting a base level, taking some measurements, weight. So just to track your progress, and especially if weight loss is, part of that goal.
Well, yeah, but it's not always about weight loss, because sometimes if you're obsessed with the scale, it's not always a good thing. So this is a good way for you to really see your progress as you go, and not just a number on the scale. Because
right.
I know when we did a couple of those, or the first challenge, that was my big thing. Like, how much do I weigh?
Yeah.
So like every morning I jump on the scale and I may or may not see a pound or whatever.
Yeah.
But where I really started noticing the difference was like the way my clothes fit, the way I feel, my energy level, things like that.
Nice.
So that would be a good way to track that, so that you see the results that you want to see. Because I know once you get started, you want to see results. You don't want to, be doing this for, I don't know, however long. We're in today's society where we want everything now.
Yeah. So those are just a couple things, and then I'll let Bert just touch more in detail of as far as what he'll be doing, more on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. So Bert, what kind of does that involve for you?
So I'm just here to help you guys out. I know we have quite a bit of new people, so I'll just be reaching out, making sure that you guys are aware of everything, whether it be the nutrition counseling or the body intake. We also do some personal training if that's what you'd rather. If you know somebody who's not real comfortable in a group setting and they just want to do the one-on-one, the on-ramp thing it's pretty good. I've had the opportunity to see a couple of those, and they just they dive right in. It's a good way to get accustomed to everything that we're going to be doing on a day-to-day in a group class, but you're just right there one-on-one with the coach.
Yeah, and that's something I didn't mention just now, but personal training, and then our on-ramp, which now we offer, just getting started. What this really helps with is we break down all the movements, and if your true desire is to get into group, that's great, but by doing this, it gives you some time to learn some of the most common movements we're going to be doing, and just some of the terms, the lingo, understanding scaling. That's a big thing, because with these workouts, and what I really enjoy is that they're prescribed, but that's just a number, basically.
Yeah, like a skeleton.
Yeah, exactly. And for you, where you're at, for your fitness level, your goals, you're going to scale the weight or even the movement as well.
Yeah.
That happens pretty often also.
Yeah, and I think that's a big part, because you can be intimidated into thinking that you have to do the workout the way it is, and that's not the way it really is in reality.
Right.
But that's the whole point of like the on-ramp or the one-on-one sessions.
Yeah.
So that way you can learn what you can do, what to expect from not only the coaches but yourself while you're in here grinding it out with the rest of us.
Yeah, right. Yep. So you'll probably hear from Bert, and just for all the members that aren't part of the members group, make sure you get plugged into that. I know Bert and I've been working together to make sure we get everyone plugged in, and so if you hear from Bert, that's the reason why. We made an announcement in there, but there's a ton of information that's always going out on the daily. But
yeah, I'll be sending those invites to the pages, to the community and the Strong page through my email, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Just make sure that the email is plugged into your inbox and not like a spam or junk mail.
Yeah.
So I know I've sent out a few emails this week just to reach out to the newer people, just to let them know, welcome you guys.
Yeah.
And my goal is just to help y'all out. I want you guys to experience what I experienced when I first started, and it's what made me want to come back. It's just, it's like a little family here, and so that's what I'm here to help you do. If you got any questions, you can usually find me here almost daily. So, don't be embarrassed or don't be shy. Just come up and ask me questions. If I don't know the answer, I can put you in touch with somebody who will. Right
on. Yeah, and another thing, part of that, Bert will also just be used just as another accountability piece. If we notice somebody hasn't made it in for some time, just reaching out, checking on people, especially during this time.
Yeah.
With a lot going on, but we definitely want people that are members to be using their membership in some way, shape, or form.
For sure. Yeah, we don't. It matters what happens outside of the gym as well as inside of the gym, because if everything's not good at home, then obviously you're not going to show up. And we do want you to show up, but we want it to, we don't want you to be stressed about, different things.
Right.
So, if you got any questions, just reach out, or if I can help you in any way, let me know.
Yeah. And so just kind of backtrack here for this CSM. What was kind of your journey? Because I know you've been here almost 2 years now, which it's crazy it's been that long, because it doesn't seem like that. But what was kind of your journey starting off? I know we shared like a story of kind of like your first. That might have been like the first month, maybe second month. I can't remember exactly, but it's been a huge change. I mean, just on a like physical level, that I think most people would notice. But could you touch on just some more, some other stuff that you've noticed, by the almost the 2 years you've been here?
Well, we posted that video went up last week of me.
Yeah.
When I first started, and I can't believe I was in that much denial. I was so far gone. Like, I knew I was out of shape, but dang. But it's not only just a physical thing. That's probably been huge, obviously. But I don't know, just being here has helped me change my mind frame, about the way I thought about, fitness, whether CrossFit or even in the nutrition. Just develop better habits, and it's also made me more mentally strong, because I've done things here that I didn't imagine myself doing, and I do it still every day.
Yeah.
You think you have something down, and then you learn even more about yourself. So, and that's the thing. Like, I'm just a normal. I haven't been doing this boat for 2 years, so. I feel like maybe I can help y'all with that too, because, sometimes if you watch the coaches grind, it's crazy to watch what they can do. So don't ever be afraid, and just don't be embarrassed to do what you can do. So that, I guess, if you need to watch me to make yourself feel better, hey, I'm all better for it. So
yeah. That's cool. No, and that, I know, like you said, 2 years, and just, the progressions, not only like on a like strength and fitness level, on the fitness side of things, but, also you and I were talking, before this, and just even some nutritional changes.
Big nutritional changes
that you've made, and touch a little bit on that, like what you've changed, since being here, and kind of why you changed. What's up with some of that?
Well, I definitely cut down on my drinking. Drinking pretty much every day. And not just alcohol, Cokes. I was pounding Cokes all day long. Mm-hmm. And so, you get here and you see the things that you guys are able to do. And if you just buy in even just a little bit, it just makes you want to do that. That's what happened to me. I was like, I want to be able to, like, run, I don't know, a 200.
Yeah.
And not feel like I ran 5 miles. So you cut down on the Cokes. You start drinking a little bit more water. You start to understand maybe a little bit more about how important water is, just in general, for you to drink daily. Then, when we did the Open, I guess that's when I really started to notice about my eating habits. I'd just be sitting there watching some of them snack and, look at what I was eating, junk, M&Ms and candy all day long. And you really start to dial that in. You start reaching for a little bit less of that junk food and more of the good stuff, because I really started feeling it as my nutrition was dialed in. Vanessa always says you can't outwork a bad diet.
Yeah.
And it's true. So even, the things at work, I was just eating just junk food. And now, I try to mix up some fruit and definitely water, Topo Chico.
Is that
specifically?
Is that your go-to?
Oh, yeah. I love it. Yeah.
I saw you walk in with ones.
Yeah. See, and before, like, I was always reaching for, like, Cokes.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember you talking about that, and, it's a progression thing. So with anything, you're not going to go like cold turkey, but
Yeah, and I still have them on occasion, but
yeah,
really, like my sister and I, we talk about it all the time. But I'll be drinking something or we'll be eating something, and they're like, "Oh man," we always feel like you guys are watching. So
no, it's not like that. And I definitely want to touch on that. It's not,
yeah,
all business. You have to,
you have to enjoy,
yeah,
indulge every once in a while.
yeah,
But I don't know. I always just think to myself, I want the good things to outweigh the bad things. Like, oh man, I love pie. Like, oh man, I'll never not eat pie.
yeah,
But I mean, you want to just make better decisions as far as that goes. If you want to see improvement, then
yeah,
you have to change things, and
right.
you know.
So was the nutrition side of things, was it because you started seeing some results like from the workouts, and then is it something that you knew if you dialed more of that in that it would, speed that process up? Or was it that you came in and did a workout and you're like, I shouldn't have ate what I ate yesterday? Or, what was it? Or was it a mix of,
It was definitely a mix of both, because when I first started, I was still eating. Excuse me. So I got to eat like a burger at lunch, and then we'd come, and at the time we were running just a ton, and like we'd take off running, and just in the warm up, and I'd be like, oh man, that didn't sit right.
Yeah.
And so you start maybe, instead of eating like a triple cheeseburger, you cut it down to like a single patty.
Yeah.
And then from there you're like, what else can I change?
Yeah.
So that's all I did. My biggest thing was Cokes. I drank Coke all day long.
Yeah.
And it was horrible, man.
Yeah.
And then alcohol, obviously.
Yeah.
I used to drink a lot. But yeah, that's how I started. And even today, like, when I wake up, I like to have like a plan about how I'm gonna eat. I don't want to say I obsess about it, because that's not true. But it does help to know like what the workout is, what you're gonna have. I try to eat breakfast, especially lately, and then have like a sensible lunch, and not just kill
overdo
42-ounce steak. And
yeah. And it's, it varies from everyone, but it's interesting just to hear, your take on how those changes developed. And it wasn't something, and I know, like we talked about, you've been here almost 2 years, and you start looking back at some of those things, and sometimes you don't realize all the change until time has elapsed, and you take a step back and kind of look at it and like, oh wow. So it's pretty cool, and it's been pretty cool to see your story. And now, with Bert being the CSM, what I really like about Bert jumping on board is, he's had this experience, and he's been in the situation of just starting. I think, with everyone, myself included, where, you start somewhere, and then with consistency and just, staying motivated, that, over time you're going to see change. It will happen.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is like, I've been doing a lot of different reading and stuff, but you got to remember, we all started somewhere. And
right.
So that's another thing that I'll be just as I see you guys working out, I'll just try to keep you motivated, and just remind you that you don't have to. We don't expect you to come in and just be a natural. It takes work, and I mean, I need so much work on so many different things, but it's not only that, though. The number one thing I feel like, why I enjoy working out here is it's fun.
Yeah.
The environment is always positive. Everyone wants you to do good.
Yeah.
And it's, you push, but it's not like military, like,
yeah.
Right. You have to do this or else. It's, you want to get it done. And then the feeling that you get afterwards, whenever you've accomplished it, you're like, oh man, I just did that.
Yeah.
Like, and that's a whole another different feeling, man.
Right. And that's one thing we haven't even really touched on, obviously for the health benefits, not just on the physical side, but also just mentally, especially right now. You know, I know there's a lot of people going through a ton of stuff, and
For sure.
you know, getting a workout in, you know, maybe you didn't do like a PR that day or whatever, but just coming in, moving, you know, for 30 minutes to an hour,
It's
whatever.
always good.
You know, it just kind of clears your mind, you know, lets you release some stress.
Get away from whatever you were struggling with.
Yeah.
And you guys can always reach out to me, like, for that. You know, I like to talk, obviously. So, I mean, I'm here if you just want to, you know, I don't even have to say anything. Just reach out and, you know, let me have it. I'll sit here and we'll talk it out. And hopefully, maybe I can help you work through some things.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. So, Bert, moving forward, you know, somebody does want to reach out to you. What's going to be, what are the options that if somebody wants to get a hold of you?
Well, I mean, I'm always at the gym, but I guess you can email me or shoot me a text message. I don't care. It doesn't really matter. Just
you're pretty active too, I know, on Facebook, so I guess that's an option too.
Yeah, Facebook. You can
DM
message
you or
me.
something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, you know, like I said, shoot me a text message or email or whatever. I'm kind of getting used to the email thing, but I'll probably be reaching out more through email as I get a little bit more accustomed to, you know, my new position. It sounds weird, you know, to say that, but I'm glad. I'm thankful for the opportunity because, you know, this place has changed me in such a big way, and you know, I would love to help someone else do the same thing, you know. And it's not just about, you know, gym things. It's like it has helped me be better as a person too. Yeah. Even being here, being around you guys, and so that's what my hope is, just to help you all along, maybe a little bit easier, because I know, you know, you guys are always busy. So you know, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. No, and I think it's gonna be great, and I feel like. Just going to be another addition and like an added bonus as far as, you know, if you're a member, and just making sure that, you know, we're doing as much as we can. So very excited to bring Bert on. I know he's going to be a huge help, and I know obviously he's excited to work with everyone. And so, yeah, if you have questions, you know, Bert will be reaching out via email. You can always hit him up on Facebook and text if, you know, you get his number at some point. So just wanted to make the big announcement about Bert being the new Client Success Manager, CSM.
CSM, right, yeah.
Yeah. So you have anything else to add?
No, just if, like I said, you come find me, let's talk. I want to help you out. I want to help you succeed, but I also want you to have fun while you're here. So.
Oh, by far, too. You know, we're talking about a lot of business stuff, but we like to have a good time here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And you'll notice that as you become a little bit more accustomed, you know, with us and in the gym. And, yeah, I mean, it's a big thing just to have fun. If you don't have fun, you know, you're not going to want to stick around, and that's what we want you to do.
Yeah, exactly. Well, awesome, man. I thank you just spending some time here. And like I said, we're excited to get Bert started. So if you do hear from Bert, just know that he's not some rando trying to reach out to you.
Trying to jump in the DMs for some random reason.
Yeah, so he will be involved. You'll start seeing him.
Hopefully more and more.
Yeah, and you'll start hearing him. You'll start seeing him on some different videos as well. So we'll be pushing out some.
Sorry, that first one was pretty terrible, so we'll work on that. It's kind of weird being on camera like that, but. Yeah, I'll work on it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's it for this episode. And Bert, I guess we'll see you on the next one.
Alrighty, Bert, appreciate it. We'll see y'all guys on the other side.